Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introducing, my name is Alia Denita from class 9B of Public Administration. Here I will explain the topic that is currently being discussed regarding the presidency of the G20 Indonesia. So what the video will to add new insight. Understanding G20. The G20 or Group of 20 is a strategic multilateral platform that connects countries with the world's largest economy. The G20 has a strategic position in determining the future of world economic growth. This is because collectively, the G20 members represent more than 80% of the world economy, 75% of international trade, and 60% of the world population. G20 member. G20 member consists of 99 countries and the European Union, including Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Kanada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Rusia, Saudi Arabia, Africa South, Turkey, UK, USA, and European Union. Spain was also invited as a regular guest. Every year, the host also invites guest countries, which take full part in the G20 meeting. Several international and regional organizations also participate, providing a wider representation space in the G20 forum. Indonesia contribution and role in the G20 presidency. For the first time, Indonesia was given the trust and honor to hold the presidency of the Group of 20 in 2022 from December 1, 2021 to November 30, 2022. The G20 is an international forum that focuses on policy coordination in the economic and development field. As the holder of the 2022 presidency, Indonesia has a role in determining the priority agenda and leading a series of G20 meetings. For this reason, this event is used by Indonesia as a forum and a place to show our country's position in leading a global forum that aims to overcome various challenges and issues at the world level. The 70 G20 Summit will take place on 50 to 60 November 2092 in Bali. The summit will be culmination of the G20 process and the intensive work carried in ministerial meeting, working group, and examining group throughout the year. Pressure and crisis of various aspects due to the COVID-19 pandemic have pushed the G20 to have the capacity to promote recovery. For this reason, Indonesia carries the theme Recover Together, Recover Stronger. This theme was invented by Indonesia as a joint effort to find solution toward recovery together, without any country being left behind, and to encourage policy that support growth. The stronger, sustainable, and comprehensive economy after the pandemic. While holding the G20 presidency, Indonesia will discuss comprehensive healthcare, digital-based transformation, and the transition to sustainable energy. With various G20 Indonesia activity throughout the years, of course, many strategic benefits can be obtained both from the economic aspect, foreign policy, and social development. From the economic aspect, it is expects to be able to move the Indonesia economy. Meanwhile, from the political aspect, Indonesia can encourage cooperation and initiate tangible result from strategic priority sector for recovery. This certainly can be a momentum from Indonesia to gain credibility or the world trust in leading the global recovery. Aspect of economic and social development can be used as an arena to attack investment potential in Indonesia. Priority pillar in the G20 Indonesia. The first pillar is about promoting productivity through strengthening human resource. Improving the quality of human resource is considered important, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. In addition, this pillar is also related to increasing productivity can be done by development financial market, then handling infrastructure, especially basic infrastructure, digital taxation, and digital infrastructure. The second pillar is to increase the resilience of the Indonesia economy, which is increasingly resilient and sustainable. Through this G20 meeting, what is expected is to create better opportunity for countries is building resilience. This hope can be resolved through great financial and monetary system stability. The main topic of this pillar is improving pandemic preparedness, and in addition, the topic of resilience and sustainability will also discuss the protection of the state due to post-crisis policy and overcoming the risk of excessive capital volatility. The final pillar is encouraging sustainable and inclusive growth. Sustainable growth can be done by promoting sustainable finance and assessing the environmental impact on access to financial. In addition, financial inclusion will continue to be promoted as well. Climate change issue will be discussed in the discuss of this pillar. Indonesia G20 Priority Agenda. Understanding the challenge and the need for collective effort in overcoming the crisis, Indonesia will focus on three main pillars for the 2022 G20 presidency, namely number one, global health architecture. Renowned the whole world in experience the pandemic, the existence of COVID-19 requires every countries to play the role and work hand in hand to overcome the pandemic. Among them is improving relations between countries in terms of meeting the world need for health. Health is one of the main issues that will be discussed at the G20 forum this time. Global recovery for the effect of the pandemic requires stronger global cooperation that ensure equality of global health standard and closer collaboration to ensure the resilience of the global community to future pandemic. Number 2, digital and economic transformation. The rapid digitalization of the global economy required a new landscape of cooperation between countries and all stakeholders to secure common prosperity, including the economic fall in the digital era. Number 3, sustainable energy transition. Another priority them raised in relates to energy security. The urgent need accelerate the transition to cleaner energy source need to be addressed with new approaches and dimensions and cure and cleaner and brighter future the global community. Through this pillar, Indonesia will continue to lead effort in ensuring equitable access to the COVID-19 vaccine, promoting sustainable and inclusive economic development through the participation and the digital economy. At the same time, maintaining the aspiration to continue to increase our collective capacity in securing the world common prosperity through various global tech reform efforts. Stronger cooperation in fighting corruption, deepening infrastructure financing, and encouraging more democratic and representative international cooperation. That's all the material from me. I'm sorry if there are shortcomings and also mistake and pronunciation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.